We'll get to all those stories in just a bit, but first, the feds announced the big changes coming to the Albuquerque Police Department.
We have team coverage. We start off tonight with News 13's Lizzie Mitri live at APD headquarters. Lizzie?
Dean, Jessica, this comes 6 months after a DOJ report outlined a pattern of Albuquerque police officers violating people's constitutional rights, often using guns or tasers when it wasn't necessary.
We now stand here to write the next chapter of the Albuquerque Police Department.
The feds, the mayor, and the chief announced a 106-page plan to reform the Albuquerque Police Department. The main goal is to prevent unnecessary force following a wave of deadly shootings. The agreement makes it clear officers need to use warnings first and give suspects time to surrender before using force. APD is expected to retrain its officers and fix its warning system that tracks cops who repeatedly use force.
Officers are not afraid of greater accountability for using force, but that they do have serious concerns with perceptions that the disciplinary system is inconsistent and arbitrary.
APD has to crack down on officers who don't turn on their cameras and come up with an internal affairs unit that punishes cops who cross the line.
We are all committed to promoting effective constitutional policing.
Finally, the agreement eliminates one of APD's special units that's supposed to target the city's most violent repeat offenders. Despite agreeing on changes to improve the department, the feds make it clear in the agreement that the city still doesn't believe all the DOJ's allegations against APD are accurate. What allegations don't you agree with, and why then are you making changes?
We had to reserve our rights to not agree with everything. But we simply said the findings letter is out. We all agree that we want to put reforms, additional reforms into place. We want to move forward, and that's why we find ourselves here today.
The Department of Justice says today's agreement is a result of interviewing almost 700 people, taking in more than 1,000 emails, and of course talking to dozens of officers. Back to you.
All right, Lizzie, thank you. The first order of business for the city and the feds is choosing a monitor, the person who is going to make sure that things are done on schedule and done right. For instance, the monitor will double-check internal affairs investigations to make sure officers are held accountable. That person has to be appointed within 2 months. The city has 4 years to get all of the reforms in place.